Take 50. Hi, my name is Jeff Cross. I'm with Cleanfax, and I want to ask a question of you restoration contractors. You've been on the job where you had to find an outlet, plug in your power source, or find a power source, and you can't find one, it doesn't fit, or you blow a breaker. I think you've all been there. I'm here with Jarrett Steer, who's an inventor of a power box tool. It looks really cool. And I thought I'd ask Jarrett if he'd tell us a little bit about his history in trying to find that elusive outlet and what he's done to solve the problem.
Sure. So when I started, I was a journeyman electrician for 10 years, subcontracted for Paul Davis Systems, and I was in charge of the fire side. My job was to go in after a fire, clear circuits, and get temporary power restored for contractors. I found it easier for me to use a power box, power distribution center, to accomplish that. So when I would go into the job, now I'm making sure a range or a dryer circuit is clear. We can turn that back on safely. I plug in my power box, and now the guys have plenty of electricity to work with for their jobs. From that, we had guys that were working both water and fire, and they saw the need and asked me to build them one for the water side. So that was kind of how that all started.
Okay.
Once I then looked in and researched more about what the guys were doing on the water side, it was very obvious that I could help them. There's a large amount of electricity at 240 volt outlets, your range and your dryer. It is a little confusing because there's different configurations. I knew how to do that, so we made the adapters to fit every configuration for the 30 amp dryer or a 50 amp range plug, so that you could access it, get power, and start plugging in equipment, start drying faster.
Very cool. Now all I know about electricity is it hurts.
The hurt. Okay.
It hurts sometimes.
It hurts.
So you've got a box here that you plug in, and it.
Correct.
Tell me how that works. What does it do to give you more power?
So this is what we're doing. So we're taking that cord from the dryer. We're plugging into that. We're taking the cord other end and plugging into the power box.
So you must have adapters of.
We have adapters, that will plug into the different configurations, and then we'll plug into the power box. So we have 30 amps at 240 volts coming into the power box. Once the power gets in here, we send it through our breaker configuration. We have a main breaker right on the box to protect this power box from overloading. And then we also have individual breakers that send the power then out to the individual GFIs. We color code them to make it super easy to use. And we remember that we can plug 24 amps of equipment into the black, and we can plug 24 amps of equipment into the red. So using this one power box, plugged into a dryer, plugged into a range, you can get 48 extra amps to plug in more equipment right into this power box.
It's all about more power.
More power.
All right.